Welcome, welcome to another Deke J. Wilson STEM video. Now for this class, or for this video, I'm going to be demoing for you on creating some specific types of engineering angles, okay? So the angles I'm going to be showing you how to make are the 90-degree angle. And again, we're going to be using specifically using the protractor, okay? So I'm going to be showing you how to make the 90-degree angle, a 60-degree angle, a 45-degree angle, and a 30-degree angle. Okay? Now, those are the 4 angles that I will be showing you how to make. Now, we're going to be drawing these in the engineering view. Okay, so we're not just going to be drawing just a line, we're going to be drawing them in 1/8 inch lines in a sense, because we're typically going to be using 1/8 inch material. So we're going to be using, I'm going to be showing you how to do these drawings in engineering drawing using 1/8 inch material. Now obviously if you're using 1/2 inch material, for those of you not in my class watching the video, or 1/4 inch material, whatever you're using, then you would draw yours in that particular thickness. But for this particular project, we're just going to do the 1/8 inch. All right, so let's get started. Okay, so the first angle that we're going to start with is this 90-degree angle right here. The 90s, it's a fairly easy angle to draw. And to do this, what we're going to need is our protractor. For many of you that don't know about protractors, or maybe you do but maybe need a refresher, we're just going to go over a couple parts of it. This is your edge. This particular protractor has a ruler on this edge. This is an inches ruler. Then on the inside edge right here, this is a metric ruler. Then you have this line right here. This is called a center line, or I've heard some people call it a guideline. This is your center hole. And then you have degree markings around the inside curved edge and the outside curved edge of your protractor. All right, so let's get started. So I'm going to draw a 90-degree angle. To do this, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use my straight edge, and I'm going to draw a straight line. Okay, beautiful straight line. Okay, perfect. All right, so then what I'm going to do is I'm going to now pick up my protractor, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my protractor right up over, or I'm going to put my guideline, that center guideline that I showed you right here. I'm going to put that directly over this original line that I just drew. Okay, I'm trying to match it up as best as I can. And then I'm going to take my pencil and I'm going to make a tick mark in that center hole. So a tick mark right there. And I'm going to look for 90 degrees. 90 degrees is right there at the top. And tick mark at 90. Okay. Then what I'm going to do, I'm going to pick up my protractor again, and now I have a starting point and ending point, or 2 dots, okay? And I want to play one of my favorite games, connect the dots! And then draw a straight line. And perfect. There is my 90-degree angle. However, guess what? I'm not done yet. So the next thing that I have to do, and again, to draw this in an engineering view, I have to give each of these lines width or thickness, because the material that I'm using, I'm not just using a line material or a sheet of paper, I'm actually using 1/8 inch material. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my ruler. Now, some protractors have the 1/8 inch along the edge, okay? Mine does not. Okay, so I'm going to have to use a ruler. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my ruler. I'm going to measure, and I'm going to measure it this side. So I'm going to grab my ruler, measure 1/8 of an inch, and then make a tick mark there. I'm going to come down here, measure another 1/8 of an inch, and make a second tick mark. And what that allows me to do is that now allows me to draw a parallel line to those first two, okay? Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to repeat that steps on this line right here, okay? So I'm going to take my ruler, and as I'm turning my paper here, feel free to turn your paper if you need to just draw your straight lines. So there's an 1/8 inch right there. Come on this side down here, measure another 1/8 of an inch. Make a tick mark. Match those two lines up. And there is my 90 degree. Okay? So the second angle, so the 90 degrees done. Check mark. Check, please. The next angle I'm going to make is a 60 degree angle. Okay? So I'm going to get back out my protractor. I'm going to do that process again. I'm going to draw a straight line. Okay? And then we're just repeating the process. One of the things I like to say about a lot of engineering is that the practices or the process, in a sense, does not change. The only thing that really changes is just the value. So once you learn how to do it once, you're really good at it. Doesn't matter what values or numbers we put in, you got it because you already know the process. Okay? So I drew that line. Now I'm going to pick up my protractor. I'm going to put my guideline over the line that I just drew. Okay? I'm going to make a tick mark. And now, this time I am cutting, I'm going to be drawing a 60 degree angle, okay? So what I'm going to do is, and again, you'll see 60 on this side, or you'll see 60 right here, okay? So I drew the first angle this way, so I'm going to, the 90 degrees this way, so I'm going to do the same thing with the 60. I'm going to put a tick mark right there, and then draw a straight line. Connect the dots. Okay? Now, this is 60 degrees. Okay? But I also still have to do that engineering view that I did here, right? I made this 1/8 of an inch and that 1/8 of an inch. I need to do the same thing with these lines right here, because again, we're doing this because, you know, the project that we're going to, or the subsequent project we're going to be doing is based off of this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, and it doesn't matter for this particular triangle whether you come on the inside, whether you draw the 1/8 inch on the inside or the outside, but whatever you do for one line, you have to do for the other. So if you do it to the outside of this line, you have to do it to the outside of this one as well. Okay? So I'm going to take my 1/8 inch, tick mark, and I want to pick up my ruler, my handy dandy ruler, draw a straight line. Okay? Then do the same thing down here at the bottom. Inch, another 1/8 inch, obviously, if I want, I can erase all the extra here that I don't need. Okay, so there's my 90, there's my 60, check. Now I have left the 45 and the 30. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up my protractor again. Repeat the same process. The only thing that changes is the numbers, okay? The process doesn't change. So I am going to draw my straight line, the edge, pick up my protractor, put my guideline over the line that I just drew. Now this one I'm going to draw this way, okay? I'm going to close the triangle this way. So, I say close the triangle, make the angle go this way. So there is tick mark in my center hole. When I look for 45 degrees, you'll see it says 40 and there's 50. So that line right there must be 45, okay? So, make a tick mark at 45. Okay. Y'all know the process. Second verse, same as the first. Tick mark. Tick mark at 1/8 of an inch. And for this one, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to draw the tick marks in here. And then I'll just do all the lines later. So now what I'll do, match up those dots, draw a nice long line, match up this side, draw a nice long line. So now I have my 45, and obviously I can erase all the extra not needed. Okay, and then the last one, so 45, check. Now the last angle is our what? 30 degrees, okay? So same process. Draw a straight line, use that, and again, make sure to use the edge of your protractor to draw that straight line, okay? Pick up your protractor, put your guideline over the original line you drew. Tick mark in your center hole. There's 30 degrees right here. Match up your lines. Degrees. Okay. You know what comes after that? Obviously, we're using engineering drawing. Eighth of an inch out. Eighth of an inch out. Turn my paper, make it a little bit easier for me. Eighth of an inch. Eighth of an inch. You know what we do? Connect the dots. Nice line. And then then we can erase any extra. Austerity stick. All right, and check mark. So we have our 4 main angles that we use. This is your 90, 60, 45, and 30 in your engineering drawing, okay? The reason why we did this is because our next project coming up, we're going to actually start to learn how to construct these different angles, okay? All right, so with that, thanks for watching, and can hashtag go build something cool. All right, hashtag STEM is fun. Hashtag I want some mint chocolate chip ice cream. Anyway, thanks y'all for watching, and peace out.